Okay, so this video is to teach you how to set up your calendar to remind you of assignments that are upcoming. So the first thing you need to do is find your Google Calendar, which is under your Google Apps tab. It is your calendar. It is blue with a white number 31 in the middle. Click there. There are different ways that you can view your calendar, so you'll need to figure out what works best for you. Personally, I like to look at it each month. You can go to each week. So if you like to look at your assignments each week, it doesn't tell you what's due on Monday, but it'll show you the week. You can see the month. That's typically how I view mine. You can look at a day, one day at a time. Your call. Figure out what works best for you. The things that we are going to do on here are the same for whether you do it per day, per week, or per month. Okay. This first pop-up, it comes up, it says Google wants to show notifications. You should allow this app to do this. That means that when you're sitting at your computer after class is over and you're watching your YouTube videos or you're looking at your, I don't know, Minecraft videos. I see a lot of you watching that lately, or Roblox or things like that. You can get a notification that'll pop up and just say, hey, you have an assignment due a day from today. Okay, so I'm going to show you how that works. I don't want the notification, so I'm just going to close this. There are two different ways to schedule an assignment or an appointment. The first is to click this obvious button here that says create. But I'm not a big fan of this because it doesn't look as nice as when you just do the other route, but I'll show you how to do it anyway. You're going to click more options. And here you go. It shows you a title. So this is where you put what the assignment is called. You want to pick a day. So I would suggest putting the day that the assignment is due. So in this case, Reading Plus is due on Fridays. I'm going to click on Friday. I'm going to pick 12 noon because I personally would not want to be doing assignments on Fridays after 12 noon. That's just me. I like to have my weekends a little spread out. And I have some options here before I finish. First, I could put exactly what I have to do for this assignment, which is 2 C reads and learn 5 of the vocabulary words. Okay? Remember, there's a slide that you need to fill out in Google Classroom. I want this to repeat because this is going to be due every single week of school. So I'm going to click this button and I'm going to pick weekly on Friday is what I would choose. If it was due once a month, I would click here. If it was due once a year, I would click here. If it was due every single day, I would click here. It is not due every single day. Or I can customize it, which means I can choose which days it's there. So if I want it to show up on my calendar on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays so that I don't forget, I can set it to do that, okay? But they're really only due weekly on Friday. Now, I want reminders. Another word for reminders on a phone or an app is notification. So right here is my notification. It says notification 10 minutes. Now, self, is 10 minutes enough to do Reading Plus? You better have asked yourself that, and the answer is no, it is not long enough. So I want to be notified so I have enough time to still do the assignment. So I'm going to click this button, and you can see it gives me hours, it gives me days or weeks to remind myself. That's a lot, okay? I just want it to remind me one day ahead. So I'm going to take my little button here and click down to one day ahead, okay? Let's say that doesn't work. Let's say I think, you know what, I better remind myself 2 days before or 3 days before. You can remind yourself as many times as you want. Google will allow you to do that. And I want to remind you again, our class time is not when you are supposed to be doing Reading Plus. Sometimes we do it on Wednesdays, but not every Wednesday. So that is how you make a notification to remind you that this is happening. So I'm going to click Save. It's going to take me back to my view of my calendar. So here is my assignment. It's Reading Plus. You can see it repeats each Friday. Now, let's say something comes up. I need to change it. Maybe Miss McIntyre or Miss Madison, maybe my teacher decided they wanted to collect this on Wednesdays instead. So I could click my nearest Wednesday. Weekly on, I'm going to want to change this then, weekly on Wednesday. And then I'm going to save. And it moves them to the Wednesday. Okay. You can delete these when you're done. And watch when I delete, it'll ask me, do I want to delete this event, meaning that one calendar entry, your Reading Plus? Do I want to delete this and following events, meaning all of the assignments that I've put on Wednesday, or all of your events, period? I do not recommend the third option, okay? So I could delete this one assignment. So like Christmas break, holiday break, you're obviously not going to be having you do Reading Plus during your holiday breaks. You could delete that from there if you wanted to. Just make sure that you are mindful and only delete the ones that need to be deleted. I'm going to delete them all because I'm not required to do Reading Plus. So I'm going to click that. Okay. If you would like to have a list of your assignments that are due for the day emailed to you. Shut up, am I right? If you want them emailed to you, you're going to go to your settings, which is the little wheel. You're going to click Settings. And you're going to scroll. Oh, you're going to look down here for it says Setting for My Calendars. So this is just for your own calendar. And if you scroll down here, it gives you the option to receive your daily agenda through email. You can send this and it will send you the email. I thought that was genius. If I had had the access to this stuff as a student when I was in school, I probably would have had a better time of doing things. So you can have it email it to you each day. What is going on so you don't forget your assignments. Right now, what is happening? What I think is happening. Y'all are sitting in class. We're doing our assignments. We're learning about central idea, or we're learning about summarizing or the race strategy. And we mentioned, hey, don't forget, you have 2 Reading Plus assignments due this week. They're due every week. And maybe you're sitting with us on a Wednesday, and we give you the time on Wednesday to work on it. The bell rings. We close the Zoom call, and you're like, I guess I'm done too. That is a choice you can make. I recommend, friends, that you stay and just finish the assignment. But if you are not going to finish that assignment during that time that we are not working in class together, then you need to remind yourself to go back. You are now middle schoolers. You should be aware that at this point, you have work to do outside of the time that you see your teachers' beautiful faces and hear their annoying voices. My voice especially. Okay? It is time that you step up your responsibility and you say, I want to do well, because I know that you want to do well. But you have to make some good choices to help you do well. And this calendar allows you to make those good choices. All right? So that concludes the video. I feel like I didn't show the other way. So I showed the create way. I just want to make sure you can also just double click anywhere to type in your assignment. Double click and it'll bring up the same menu that we looked at when we did create. So I just think this is faster to click on the day and then you can find a time if you need a specific time. But that's my suggestion. It works either way, okay? It does look like it might be connected to Google Classroom already, so it might be possible some of these things are already showing up in your calendar, but I don't know because I can't see yours. So that is all. If you have questions, just send me an email or ask me during class, okay?